So this is probably going to be the most important video to a lot of you. Trading plans for the upcoming week, December 19th, 2022. And to be honest with you, ever since the beginning of October, I was on fire. I was holding as much as 20 puts at the same time. I was trying to do like 15, 16, but things were going according to plan. So I was holding as many as 20 puts. And on certain days, I was trading at least 3 to 5 puts. And unfortunately for me, like I was up on, on a lot more puts like Chipotle, CMG. I had December 1,300 strikes. I was up at least 6 different days and didn't take it. So I had to change plans. I'm going to go through that also. So when things are going according to plan, because I've been trading so long, when things are going according to plan, it's going exactly like you expect. That's when you double down. That's when you buy more. That's when things are going according to plan. All right. I've been doing this long enough that if things are not going according to plan, my battery's dying. I have a Microsoft Surface Book 3. So if things are not going according to plan, I don't buy the dip. There's enough stocks where I will buy other things and not buy the dip. If I buy the dip on stock, I might buy the dip one more time. I rarely buy more than 2 blocks of a stock. Rarely. I have, but rarely more than 2 blocks. So I just buy something else. I watch close to 1,500 stocks. All right, in my TD Ameritrade streamer. So I have different watch lists. My main watch list that I trade from is called Plays. Plays has a maximum of 300 tickers. That's what TD Ameritrade does. And believe it or not, my thing is packed with 300 that I can't even put something in because I'm watching so many things at the same time and try to see what I was going to do. But going back, so early October, everything was working because I haven't made a lot of videos. Everything was working according to plan. It was awesome. I was carrying at least 15 puts, as many as 20 puts, closing 2 to 5 puts per day. Then the beginning of November, and I was still doing it. Beginning of number 2, everything was going great. Then CPI came out at 7.7 to 7 instead of 7.9. Ever since then, I think that was November 10th. Yeah, November 10th, because it was haunting me. Because November 10th and 11th, we went up almost 10%. It's like 9.7% on the NASDAQ. On a 7.7 rating. I even made a fun video. I didn't think it was going to hold up there. Because now we're starting to go down. But the problem is when you do options, it's time. So I'm running out of time, but my thesis is correct. Now in February, where everything was hitting, I was carrying as many as 50 puts at the same time. The puts that I was carrying I got cocky. I got puts like 3 weeks out. Most of my puts were 3 to 6 weeks. Now in October and November, most of my puts were 2 months. I no longer did 3 weeks. I no longer did 6 weeks. I started doing a lot of them 2 months. But now that I'm having puts expire, and you're going to see my thesis is correct. I'm rarely wrong. And when I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong, I'm rarely wrong, but sometimes I'm wrong. So I'm gonna buy even 3 months out because this is terrible. I'm losing on puts when we can clearly see that things are downtrending. So ever since November 10th, the market has been on steroids, inflated, and finally, because we got a rate increase. I think that was like early November, and then we got the CPI. Then everyone thought the Fed was going to pivot, and then finally the Fed raised rates. After all these people thinking that we're going to pivot, and those people that are thinking we're going to pivot, Christmas rally, hopefully they got unfortunately smacked in the face, smacked in the mouth. So now things are finally going down. But now I'm mad. I just had 3 puts that expired yesterday. In November, I had 2 puts, so I had 5 puts that expired. Now, I'm telling you, I did not have any puts expire, worthless, for like 5 months. 5 months. I had at least 75 straight winning trades. So when things aren't working, that's when to take a step back. Because April 14th, I had 12 puts that expired. No, I had 13 puts that expired. It's about $30,000, but it's not the $30,000. It's that the puts expired that I lost. And then if I had more time, I would have won in those. So now I have to think about what I'm going to do. The last video I did on trading strategies with the short Thanksgiving week, I was saying, and I already started to do this. If I don't make in the first week 20%, like I'll still go for I was doing 20 and 25%. So you know what? So I got smacked in the face. Because if I would have stuck to 10% on all my trades, I got greedy. What did I say? Everything I had was hitting. In October, everything I had was hitting. It wasn't until November I lost on 2 puts. And then yesterday I lost on 3 puts. So just like I said, if everything is working, everything is winning, you don't change strategies. Don't change. Even if what I'm saying is crazy or what you're doing is crazy, but it's working, forget about what you're thinking. If it's working, keep going with the strategy. Even if you're buying garbage, if you're buying COSM that went from 2 to 22, I was trying to tell everyone to be careful, because the problem is we know, like from social media, I can tell, like all on stock twits, on Reddit, on Twitter, that everyone is talking about it. All I can tell you is going to be active. I can't tell you for how long. I can't tell you when. And no one can. I don't care what they tell you. No one can tell you. All right? Because they could turn on a dime in a bear market. Of course, if I could and I can tell, I would tell everybody, let's get in. Because COSM was $2 in the pre-market. I would have told everybody would say I was a man. I'm not here so everyone can say that I'm the man. If I would have been so sure, I would have said, everybody, let's get in at 2. Let's get out at 20. And that's 10 times. That's 1,000% in the same day. But if you buy those stocks, you got to be willing to risk it all. That's why I'm trying to tell people, for me, I'm going to stay away, because you can make that money. Look, it went up to $22. I think it was $23 or $24. Aftermarket, I mean, I wasn't watching the whole aftermarket, but it went down to like 14. So you got to be able to live with that, because no one knows. I don't care what they tell you, because obviously if I would have thought, I just knew it was going to be very, very active. That's why it was a highlight yesterday on Reddit. But it was a highlight to be careful. I'm not going to try to say I was telling people to buy it. I was trying to tell people that careful of what you buy. Careful of what you buy. Because, you know, it saddens me on APRN, APRN. It saddens me on ADER. It saddens me on BBIG. And I was making money on puts on these things. But it saddens me because I want people to wake up. Don't feel sorry for me that I had GameStop puts that expired in November, 20 strike. I had GameStop puts yesterday, expired, 20 strike. Don't feel sorry for me. I'm doing okay. This apartment is costing me about $1,400 a month, and it's paid off. I'm not paying mortgage here. I'm paying like $1,050 for maintenance on a co-op. I'm paying, I think, close to $100 for electric. I'm paying for internet. And I think I'm paying for cable. I don't even know. So what I'm saying is, I'm just wasting $1,400. I don't even live here. Don't feel sorry for me, because some people are telling me, oh, wow, you know, he lost on GameStop 2 months in a row. I'm betting like $2,000 on those puts. I think $2,500. I can live with that. But can you guys with the diamond hands live with it if you're holding GameStop, AMC? Now, if you're trading them, fine, they were hot. Trade them, okay? But you got in and out. You made money. You took profits. Hopefully, if you're holding AMC, GameStop with diamond hands, AMC is what? Is $5.20 right now? Ape is like 70 cents. That's $6 together. GameStop is very close to 52-week lows. So what if I lost? Of course I did not want to lose, but so what if I lost? I can live with that. Can you live with that? If GameStop drops to 10, how many of your friends are going to be mad at you? How many people are going to be mad at Ryan Cohen? That's what you got to ask yourself. You don't got to be feeling sorry for me. But I digress here. But I'm saying everything was working like magic until November 10th. November 10th, that CPI, and that CPI was horrible. So of course I was mad. Of course I was mad. So I haven't been trading as much. I think I have like 7 puts or 8 puts left because I have some January. I even have March. I think I have March Saga. I'm gonna slowly get back into this because I am upset. I'm not gonna lie. I'm upset. I'm losing at puts that I'm not supposed to lose because you're gonna see GameStop in a couple of weeks. All right. No, the shoe is dropping on GameStop. Okay. Ryan Cohen is not too bright. I hope you know he's not too bright now. Those earnings were horrible. Horrible. If you take a look at their cash position and their debt, horrible. Horrible. It's not no speculation. The numbers are right there for you to see. The cash flow is right there for you to see. They're going to lose close to $500 million this year. So what I'm saying is horrible that I'm going to lose on puts when I should be making money on puts. So I'm going to slowly get into this. What I want to try to do is I want to try to do maybe 2 to 4 puts this week. You know, if I have one of those bubble stocks go through the roof, like actually yesterday, well, not yesterday, because yesterday I was upset. Thursday, I want to buy puts on Roblox. I want to buy puts on GoGo, G-O-G-O. And right when the market opened, they just crashed without me. I put orders in on both, and they crashed without me. I was going to try to buy puts on ENF, and it crashed without me. So when those things happen, I was upset. Puts expired, it's okay to take a time out. So I'm looking at buying just a few puts this week. Go slowly into it. I will get up to 2 puts, but the puts I want to buy have to be a high flyer that takes off. I want to sell into the pump. Just like if you own something, you want to sell into the pump. You want to sell when it flies. You want to sell when it flies because that's the best time to sell. Some people hold it when it flies. They hold diamond hands till it flies because they get greedy. And then when they get scared, when it drops, they sell. You don't sell when it goes down. I mean, yeah, if you're in a garbage company, not really much of a choice here. But you want to sell into the pump. Sell into the pump and buy when people are very negative. But buy when people are very negative if there's a reason to buy. So I'm looking at buying maybe 2 to 4 puts. I don't want to buy more than that this week. I'm going to roll into it. You know, if anything, I have the 3rd week of January earnings, and earnings are going to be bad. So I want to slow my pace into this. If NYCB drops to like 850, I'm looking at that. PSEC drops to around $7, I'm looking at that. RYLD almost dropped to 1875. QYLD, like these are stuff that are paying me. So I'm willing to buy those stocks that pay me and wait while I swing. I bought CNM. I made a little money on that. I bought back again 500 shares at 20.50. I think I'm down like 50 cents, but that's okay. They had an excellent report and they revised up for the next quarter. That gives me the confidence that the next quarter, C and D is going to be fine because they not only did they just beat, they revised up. So it gives you a little bit of confidence. I want to buy stuff like that of companies that beat, revised up, or companies that pay me, and I want to do 2 to 4 puts this week. I don't want to do more than 2 to 4 puts unless I'm opening the puts and closing the puts. Like if I'm opening a put and closing it within the week, I will keep buying more. So if things are going to according to plan, I'll buy more. If not, I'm going to wait. All right, good luck.